If you're looking for a super affordable and useful way to fill the gaps in your 2021 or newer Ford Bronco's modular front bumper, this MP Concepts white LED fog light kit will be a great mod to take a look at. Now this set of fog lights will fill those outer gaps in the front bumper for the Bronco owner looking to fill up that space with a well-fitting and stylish fog light that will be bolt-in with no additional modifications needed. The visibility that they offer will also be great if you live in a more remote area or simply just need the additional light that a fog light has to offer to help you drive more confidently at night if that's something that you're currently lacking when it comes to your build. Now, unlike a headlight or off-road lighting, fog lights are helpful for the lower and more widespread beam of light to help offer a wider range of visibility. Now, these will do just that, supplementing the rest of your lighting no matter what your setup may look like for better visibility at night thanks to the two dual LED pod light design. Now, these will be high output and have a bright white color temperature for a clear path of visibility. The LED light will be very consistent and the light itself will be long lasting thanks to the nature of an LED. They also fill that empty space and create more of a finished appearance to the front bumper, adding some additional style and not looking out of place thanks to the molded housing. These will have a black ABS plastic housing that will match the black of the bumper, and the ABS will be pretty resilient to take the toughness of the elements and whatever hazards that you may see on the road or even off-road. Now the lenses will have a fog light pattern on the front to help spread the beam, and the material will be polycarbonate, impact resistant, and offering 100% illumination with that clear lens. Now they're both weather sealed as well, so if you do take your Bronco off-road or live in an area that sees bad weather often, you don't have to worry about any dirt, moisture, or other harmful things getting inside and potentially harming the LEDs. These will also require a little bit of splicing into the parking lamp to function, but the kit will come with a full wiring harness as you can see here, and all the necessary hardware in order to get these bolted up and wired up, and we'll show you how to do that in just a minute. This again will be one of your most affordable options for a set of fog lights in the category for the modular front bumper at about $225. Now compared to others available on the page, I think that price is great for what you're getting considering the complete bolt-in construction, the finished appearance that you're getting for your modular front bumper, and the modern LED performance. Now you will see other pricey options in the category as far as lighting is concerned. Some may take on a more off-road auxiliary light as to where this is going to be a fog light. So if you are looking for that dual LED light look and want a well-functioning set of lights for your Bronco, but to keep it on a budget to save room for other mods, then this is going to be a solid pick for you. Install will be completely bolt-in and will require a little bit of wiring like I mentioned, but it's going to be very simple. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and all said and done, it should take you about 2 hours or so to do it. Now at this point, I'm going to pass you over to one of our installers. They are going to show you a detailed breakdown on how you can get these onto your Bronco at home. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get to the install.
This install, you need a ratchet, a 10, 8, and T40 socket, clip removal tool, wire crimpers, and a Phillips head screwdriver. All right, today we're going to be installing some fog lights on our Bronco. First, we're going to watch a quick video how to install the stock headlight because we will be wiring into the back of that. And then we'll come back here to install the new fog lights.
All right, first thing we're going to need to do to get our headlights off is remove this upper cover here on our radiator. To do that, we're going to need our trim removal tool to remove a series of push pins that hold it in place. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so we've got 9 of these push pins that have to be removed. So we're just going to slip the edge of our removal tool underneath the top portion, lift it up, and then we can pull the rest of it out. All right, once you got your push pins removed, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and remove this inlet here for your intake, just because it kind of hangs up on the cover. So to do that, we're just going to lift it up and back. Once that's done, we can go ahead and lift our cover out of place. Now we've got 4 bolts here in the front, right behind the front edge of the grill. We're going to take those out using our 10mm socket. Now, depending on your model of the Bronco, you may have a front camera and a washer for that camera. If you do, you'll need to pull this out gently so that you can disconnect the wire for the camera and also disconnect the hose for the washer. So we're just going to pull this out slightly. Now we'll disconnect our camera here simply by pushing in on the release lever and pulling it out. Now we can go ahead and disconnect our washer hose. To do that, we've got one clip here. Just grab it on both sides and pop it off. We've got another clip here that attaches it to the wiring harness. So you just need to reach under, push that clip in and disconnect it. Then using our trim removal tool, unpop the Christmas tree connector here, and then finally we can disconnect our hose from the washer at the bottom. Now you want to be a little careful when you're pulling this off. Make sure that you don't break anything because it is plastic. And now we can go ahead and get our grill out of the way. Now the next thing we have to do, because there is a bolt at the bottom of our fender trim here, so that needs to come off before we can get to that other bolt. In order to get to this off, we have to take our fender flares off. It's a really easy process, no tools are required. There are 5 clips on the underside of our fender flare here. So we'll need to unclip those. It's a simple lever. I'll show you that when we get it off because it's hard to get the camera up in here. So we'll go ahead and take that off, and then we can take off our front piece. Now, once you've got the levers undone, simply pull it away from the fender. Now, here are the levers that we were talking about that have to be released in order to remove the fender flare. It's a simple lever, back and forth, all you have to do to be able to pull this out. Now, if you're replacing both headlights like we are, you'll need to remove the fender flare from the other side as well before we take off this trim piece. Now we can remove this trim piece across the front of the grill simply by grabbing the edge of it here and prying it away. There are no bolts holding this in, so it's just a matter of pulling and detaching it. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side and get that out of the way. Now this is the bolt that was behind that trim piece that we just removed. So we'll go ahead and take that out using our 8mm socket. Now we've got 2 10mm bolts at the top of our headlight, one here and one here. We'll go ahead and take those out with our 10mm socket. Now right next to this top bolt here on the outside of the headlight, there is a push pin that needs to be removed. So we'll use our trim removal tool, get underneath that, and pop it out. Now we can go ahead and remove our headlight. So we'll grab the bottom of it here and the top and just pull it away. Now once you've got it pulled away from the vehicle, we can go ahead and disconnect our harness here simply by pushing in on the black release tab and pulling it out. And now you can repeat that process for the other light.
All right, now before we install our new fog lights, we just need to assemble them. You'll see that we have the cover. Just want to make sure that you route the wires to the inside here so that when you put the cover on, we can still get to our plugs so we can plug our harness in. Now on the back side, you'll see 4 holes, 2 there and 2 there. We're going to grab our supplied Phillips head screws and a Phillips head screwdriver and tighten those down. the other two. All right, you can go ahead and do the same thing with the other fog light. All right, now for our harness, we just need to put our connectors on. Now the type of connectors that we're gonna be using are T-tap and spade connector. So T-tap works by clamping over the existing wire on the headlight connector. And then in the back side, you'll have your spade connector connected to our harness. We'll just slide in the back like that. All right, so our wires are already stripped back. So in the wire strippers, we're just gonna grab our spade connectors, get them over, and then grab our wire crimpers, crimp them down. Let's do that for both wires. And then we're ready to install into the truck. All right, now to secure our fog light, we're gonna need to take out 3 factory bolts. So you'll see 3 bolts along this opening here. We're gonna grab our ratchet at T40 socket and take those 3 out. We're gonna take our light now and feed it in from the back. Get it in place, and then our 3 bolts will go through our 3 mounting points right here. Let's take our ratchet and tighten those back down. All right, now that that side's in, you go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we just need to run our harness that we have. Now you can run yours however you want. You run it up top, down bottom, and secure it however you want. We're just gonna run ours up top here and just underneath the rad support here. You just wanna make sure it doesn't touch anything hot or anything that's gonna be moving. We're just gonna feed these down here. We have 2 connections for each side. Plug them in. Tuck that up. We're gonna run our wire across. And you'll see our shorter side and then our side that will go to our headlight over here. Do the same thing. Get to our wires. All right, same thing on this side. Plug our 2 connectors in. Now it doesn't matter which connector goes to where, because they all go on at the same time. Tuck that wiring up, pull our slack, and then we can plug this into our headlight connector. All right, as you can see, we already have our T-taps on our wires. Now the wires we have are our black with a green stripe and our green with an orange stripe. It's very simple. Our black wire will go to our black wire on our harness, and then our red wire will go to our green one. Tuck that out of the way, and we can get our headlight back in. So we're just gonna plug our main harness back in, and we can get our headlight back into place. All right, so we're gonna start at our bottom here. We have our 8mm bolt. Thread that in, grab our ratchet, 8mm socket, and tighten that down. Up top, we have our push clip on the outer edge here. And we have our black bolt. And our other 10mm bolt here. Grab our ratchet, 10mm socket, and tighten those both down. Now we can reinstall our lower trim piece. Just line up all of our tabs, including the outer edges. Give it a good tap, lock it into place. Now we can get our wheel arches on. Now we'll put our wheel arch on. It's nice and simple. Just line up all the tabs and then lock them all down in place just by turning these knobs. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Now we're just getting ready to put our grill back on. We're gonna reconnect our washer line and secure all of our tabs back down. We can get our grill into place. So we're gonna come back and plug our camera back in, and then reinstall our 4 10mm bolts going across the top. All right, let's put our 10mm bolts back in. Grab our ratchet and tighten them back down. While we're here, we'll put our radiator cover back on. Just line up all of our tabs. And put our intake inlet back on. And then reinstall all of our push clips going across. All right, and then our last one here.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the MP Concepts white LED fog light kit fitting all 2021 and newer Ford Broncos with the modular front bumper, and you can find this kit right here at extremeterrain.com.